They said giants were a myth, just stories passed down to scare children. But deep beneath layers of forgotten earth, something was discovered that should never have been there. Bones, far too massive, far too structured, to belong to anything we know. Across ancient civilizations that never met, the same terrifying stories appeared. Beings that walked between mountains like men walk across fields, footsteps that shook villages, and shadows that covered the sun before storms arrived. In the oldest carvings, carved into stone long before modern language, tall figures are shown standing beside humans like gods or monsters. But no one ever agreed what they truly were. Then came the first reported discovery. In a remote excavation site, deep in an unnamed valley, workers struck something solid beneath the soil. At first, they thought it was just rock. But as they dug deeper, the shape became clear. A bone. Then another. Then a structure that resembled a human frame, but on a scale that defied belief. The team stopped speaking. Not because they found nothing, but because they didn't know what they were looking at anymore. A skull emerged from the ground, larger than a shield. A jaw that could swallow an entire man's torso, and limbs stretched far beyond human proportion. Some said it was impossible. Others said it was a mistake. But the photographs, the measurements, the field notes, all told the same story. Something once walked here. Something enormous. And then, silence. The site was closed without explanation. Reports were sealed, and the workers were reassigned or disappeared from records entirely. But fragments remained. Old archives hint at non-standard human proportions and restricted publication orders. Documents that stop mid-sentence, as if whoever wrote them was interrupted or warned. And yet, similar reports appeared across the world. Different continents, different eras, same pattern. Massive skeletal remains uncovered, then quietly removed from history. So what are we left with? Only questions. If giants were never real, why do so many cultures remember them the same way? Why do the oldest stories describe being so similar in size, strength, and fear? And if they were real, why does history feel like it was carefully edited, piece by piece, until only myths remained? Because somewhere beneath the earth, beneath silence and time, there may still be something waiting. Something that was never meant to be found again. Or worse, something that was never fully gone.